So hello guys, welcome, and in this video I'll be revealing to you one of the easiest price action trading strategies out there, known as the opening range breakout. Now this strategy, what it basically intends is simply we identify the opening range of the market and we wait for a breakout, and once we sight a breakout either to the up or downside, we basically go in that direction. And the best part of this strategy is that it's very easy for anyone to do. You don't have to use any sort of indicator. All you basically need is simply mark the opening and closing of the market, and in this video I'm going to share every single thing with you. And the thing I love about this strategy is that this is one of the best strategies you can actually use out there as a day trader, because within 20-30 minutes you're already in and out of the market with a huge profit. Now at first when I came across this strategy, I thought it was a very basic strategy. Like, I thought I was being lucky with it, but over time of actually trading this strategy, I realized that it wasn't luck. The strategy actually works, and that's why I'm actually here to share it with you guys. And you can see with this strategy I actually got another 1:2 today during the New York session, and you can see that I got in on this trade around 12:20, which is 20 minutes after the New York session actually opened, and it actually smashed my TP by 12:45, which means that within 25 minutes I was actually able to get a 1:2 risk to reward using this strategy, and it's very easy, no complications. So guys, when we talk of the open range breakout strategy, how it works is basically simple. The first thing you basically do is simply you identify the particular range of a session. So for example, when it comes to trading, we have three main trading sessions. We have the New York session, we have the London session, and then we have the Asia session. Now personally for me, over so many times of trying this strategy, I would say the New York session is one of the best section that actually gave me a lot of result from this strategy. I've traded it during the Asia section, I've traded it during the London session, but I would say the New York session was the best for me. And when we talk of the New York session, we are talking about the section that starts around 12 p.m. GMT, which means 12 p.m. GMT. Now you can go convert it to wherever country that you actually live. Basically just search 12 p.m. GMT to your country time, and you're actually going to get it on Google. I'm in Ghana, and we use GMT plus or minus 0. So exactly by 12 p.m. the New York session starts in my country, and once the New York session starts, then I know it's another day to actually cook with this strategy. So guys, before I go down to breaking down this strategy for you and making every single thing out for you to actually see, if you are looking for a reliable broker to trade with, I always advise you trade with Light Finance Broker. They are one of the best brokers out there. Quick trade execution, good spread from a 0.0 for some pairs, and then a good leverage for you, and you can also select the kind of leverage you actually want. Quick trade execution, and they offer some of the best trading platforms ever out there. And if you want to sign up to Light Finance, the link will be down in this video description. Make sure you use it to actually sign up. Now let me just clear my chart off first. Now I'm going to use the trade that I actually took today as a typical example to actually illustrate this strategy to you. Now one thing you need to do is simply, first of all, so you time the New York open, and the New York open by 12 p.m. Ghana main time, which is a GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Now once you notice that the New York session just opened, you have to wait for the first 15 minutes. Now basically you need to wait for that first 15-minute candle to actually open and close successfully. Now once that 15-minute candle actually opens and closes successfully, the next thing you need to do is simply, like for example, here is the candle right here. Now by the time that candle closes, you're actually going to see that it will be marked as the 12 p.m. candle, but that is actually the 12:15 p.m. candle. Now what you need to do after this candle closes, simply you mark the highs and lows of the candle. So here is the candle right here. You mark both the high and the low of it like this. Now once you mark the highs and lows, the next thing you do from here is basically you come down to the 1 minute time frame. Now on the 1 minute time frame, what we are doing here is simply we want this market to actually either break out. If the market breaks below here, we actually take a sell, and if the market breaks above, we actually go in for a buy. So now once this candle closes like this, now you can see for this situation, this candle closes actually a bit far away from the level, so you can't just go in here. Your stop loss will be too big. So next up, you basically wait if the candle will give you any sort of push to the upside. Now you see for this particular candle, when the candle buys up to this level, this is where I actually took my entry. Now let me just show you on my chart. You can see when the candle pushed back up a little bit, I just got in at that particular level. Similarly, the candle push up, I took my entry. Now in most cases, the candle that will break out on the 1 minute time frame might not be this big, so that will actually give you a good entry position. Now once I got in there, I target my take profit at this low over here, and my stop loss at the top over here like this. Now you have your stop loss above the level that you just mark the highs and lows, and then you'll take profit at the nearest take profit zone that you can actually identify. Now the next thing is basically you just sit back and then watch the trade play. Now whilst the trade is playing, here's one thing that I actually have for you. Now once the market takes out the first low that it created, the next thing I want you to do is simply go break even. So basically, if you were risking maybe $100 and you're already up a profit of $100, in order to make sure that what this strategy doesn't wreck your account, you quickly go break even. Now you just go break even. Now this strategy is a very low time frame strategy, which means that a single candle spike can actually kick you and your stop loss out of the market. So one thing I do when I'm trading this strategy is simply, if I'm risking $100 and I'm currently up in profit about $100, I will just set my trade to break even. Now after setting break even, the next thing you do is simply we just sit and wait, and we just wait, and eventually the market came to smash my 1:2 risk to reward. Is this simple and straightforward, nothing complicated about this strategy, and you can use it for any market out there, including gold. Like for example, let me take a look at a different US pair. So for example, let's take a look at USD card. Now I did not trade USD card, but this strategy also played out there. Now let's just look for that candle. Here's it. Here's the low, and then here is the high of the candle, and you can see the market broke out immediately. This point whereby the market breaks out, you just come in with your entry like this. Set your entry right at the breakout here, your stop loss above the level, and you aim for a solid 1:2 as well. Now this one, you can see it hasn't been triggered, but still you can see the strategy is still playing out perfectly well. Now when you are trading this strategy using the New York session, please only trade USD related pairs. Now so guys, basically now here's one thing you need to know when trading this strategy. If you are trading the New York session, please only trade USD related pairs. And if you are trading the London session, I advise to trade only Euro and the GBP related pairs. I would not really advise to trade during the Asia session, because trading during the Asia session almost tormented my whole brain. So I personally don't really advise it. So if you really want to trade this strategy and get the best out of this strategy, I would advise the London and New York session. Is basically simple. You identify the 15-minute high and low of the first session immediately the session opens, meaning that if you are trading the London session around 8:15 Ghanaian time, you identify the open and close of that candle. Now you basically wait till the market breaks out or breaks below it. If it breaks below, you sell. If it breaks above, you buy. And basically that simple and straightforward. So guys, basically this is all I have for you in this particular video. Nothing complicated. Just make sure that you join my Telegram channel, and then you use my recommended Propfirm and broker Light Finance. Link will be pinned in the comment section, and also Propfirm Blueberry funded. So guys, see you in my next video. Bye.